good?
How's everybody doing today? It is a beautiful Wednesday. Today is homework day for me, so it's not very exciting, but I am happy to be here. We just kind of out and about right now, about to go run some errands.
Hitting these streets as usual.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing new.
Nothing new. We did have a really good morning. Similar morning to yesterday. I actually like starting off with morning meditation. It works really well for us. Gets us in higher spirits so that we can, have more positivity in our day. And of course, other ways of getting positivity or gaining more positivity throughout your day is what you eat and what you're putting into your body as well. So we are going through those transitions and loving it so far. What do you have for today?
We got, like you said, errands and stuff. We got to meet up with a couple of people to make some stuff happen, and then obviously you try your best to, coming from the South, it's very rare that you come across somebody from the South who don't have strong family values. Even if they don't fool with their family, it's more likely because their family did them wrong. But at one point or another, family was very important, especially to the people who don't got family. We just had an experience where we learned about somebody near and dear to us who didn't have family, and we didn't even know. But the lack of having family there, which is crazy in itself, creates a need for a family. So family is big. Family is a very big thing for us. Always has been and always will be. So yeah. It's still. Oh, go ahead.
No, you good. I was just gonna go in with family and so shout out to everybody's family. I know King's family is in Little Rock, so my family is in Dallas. So yeah.
We got family everywhere. So I don't know why she living in the Little Rock in Dallas.
We do, but I'm just saying, immediate family, like all the Lasters.
Nah, we got family everywhere. We just ain't met everybody yet. That's all.
Yeah. But we miss and love you all. That's all I just want to talk about. Yeah, we are huge family people. I feel like with any black love, like that's what black families are. Like, if you can't be excited about going to your grandma's house, you need to reevaluate your love, because obviously you're not loving yourself some kind of way. Because one thing about me, like, I don't know, anytime I go to El Dorado, like, bro, like, my heart just feels so warm. Like, I just be so excited to go and see my grandmother, my papa, my Aunt Cassaville, like, my cousins. Like, even when I'm in Bernice, like, oh my God, like, the last time we got to go see my mama Grace, and I was so excited about seeing her. I got to see my cousins there, my uncle there, just so excited. I was so glad to see y'all. I know y'all stayed on my heart for that rest of that week. It made my week for me, so I was very excited to see you guys. I feel like with family, like that's like, to me, that's the biggest thing about black love. Because I'm like, yeah, me and King, we love each other more than anything, but it's like we wouldn't have that love if it had not been for our families. So I think we always pay what is it? I guess pay like
homage.
Yeah.
Tribute, respect, accolades, whatever. This is what I'll say also to all the things to what she said is, this is just, obviously we kind of just starting this wave and everything like that, but I don't think nobody truly understands how big our family is. And I think that's because so many people are so used to dealing with select people in life, regardless if you call them friends or family. You deal, normally after you've been hurt so much, you deal with a select few people because you're not trying to experience pain anymore. And we have been fortunate enough to have some friends and a lot of family that has not wronged us. So you happens to be larger than customary black, the typical black African American, whatever you refer to yourself as, it happens to be a tad bit larger. So let's just say you had $10, right? You only fool with one person or 3 people that you really trust. So you only got $10 to your name. You feel comfortable with giving that person $1 or $2, that makes sense to do that. It's way more tough to do that when you got $10 to your name and you got 60 people that you have seen give you their all, or you have given them your all. You created that love, right? It makes it way, it's not even harder, it's just more on your plate. And so I say that to say all this is that with how big the family is, man, what we are finding a way to do a balance of is time. That's the thing that is really precious, is because if you have any black family, you know what I'm saying, a black family don't define themselves by the vacations that they take all the time, or, you know what I'm saying, because I'll be quite honest, in my family, I think we went on one vacation, maybe, and, you know what I'm saying, maybe 1 or 2, because I got a very big family as far as siblings, but the greatest moments of my life, I was never out doing something with, that we're taught. Go to Walt Disney, or, you gotta go to the Eiffel Tower, or whatever. Hey, that's, my man. That's, my man. Anyway, so, with that being discussed, what the greatest points of my life was always at a family member's house. And so, we really take that seriously, spending time with family and everything. And so that's what we try to find a balance in, is how to make sure we spend time with everybody. Because as soon as it matter where we are, right?
Hard.
Whenever we might be, let's just say Ohio, right? We might be in Ohio for a couple days and got 10 family members, and we like, Lord, we're gonna call 6 of them and go to 4 people's house. Hopefully don't nobody figure out,
Right.
But it's not that, you know what I'm saying, that either one is less than the other. It's just that, man, we value family so much, and we just got so many people that we love. You feel me? So y'all, I mean, if you looking from my perspective, y'all know my heart, and y'all know I goes in. And if you looking from her perspective, y'all know she goes in. And just know we love all of y'all, and that every day we thinking about every last one of y'all. When we get up in the morning and we do all that meditation and that prayer, we call everybody names out. Like, we call y'all names out. And sometimes you may not hear from us for a week or a couple of days or so, whatever the time frame is, but just know you was always on our heart. You never left our heart, because we call your name out every day.
I know.
So family is everything. And until we start to learn to love our families the way we're supposed to, you know what I'm saying, we're going to always have a small issue, but, it's all good. It's all good in here.
One of the things that I know we had mentioned on one of the other shows was that, or one of the other videos was that sometimes it's like we remember being out there, like, just hustling, just living, like, in the world, not knowing you could do better, but it's like,
you don't know how
for
to do
instance,
better.
when I was like in college, it was like I was doing, Lord knows, just whatever. So it was like, at the time, I completely neglected to pray for myself, and not only pray for myself, but to pray for others and pray for my loved ones. It took me literally graduating for me, walking across the stage, for me to realize, dang, like somebody had been praying for me. So now that's why I think it's so dope and so special that we do take the time out to try to mention as many people as we can. And you know, like, God knows our hearts, and He knows where we coming from. He know, you know, who we thinking about, even when we can't get their name out.
Right.
So it's like, understand that that's to me, that's the center of black love right there. You can pray for somebody. Like, you prayed for me today? Oh, I love you with all my heart. You know what I mean? So I feel like, know that if you are now in that stage where you have been neglecting to pray for yourself and neglecting to pray for your family members, just know it's okay. No, you got to do better. That's true. But no, it's okay. Like, you shouldn't have no guilt about that, because believe me, somebody praying for you. I'm praying for you. Your mama praying for you. Your daddy praying for you. Your grandma, everybody.
And that's what brings me to the part that we were saying last time, that churchy people are necessary. We understand that, you know, it's different platforms, and that's not something on this stage that we're discussing. We got all of our radio stations and stuff for that. But churchy people are necessary because churchy people teach you to be positive. In the midst of the darkness, they teach you to be positive. And you have to be able to control your state of mind, or your state of mind will reflect what you see. And if you are traumatized, nervous, and scared all the time, you're going to promote that imagery, and it's going to become real in your life. So, you know what I'm saying? What we're saying is, we know how it is to be at the bottom. And we ain't even saying that we particularly can't be at what's considered a bottom now. You feel me? And it's not about, you know, a status. You know, that's what society is teaching us. We all out here trying to get it. You feel me? So we know when you feel like you're at the bottom, you got no way out, you just need to know that, one, in that you need to be, well, I suggest, from my personal experience, when you're going through the worst situation, what I did, when I feel like I went through the worst situation, I prayed for somebody else. The power that we got to learn is not always that you be so concerned about yourself. You got to be concerned about somebody else. Now, you can still pray or think or want or hustle, get this money or get this, you know, next stage in life to put you in a better position. But if you're not thinking about somebody else, you limiting, you know, your influx. And so, if you just, you know what I'm saying, put your mind on it, anything is possible. So, that's just the encouragement. I guess this is just a video because we don't ever prepare ourselves when we do this. I guess it's a video just to talk about family, man. If you have fell out with a family member and you got bad feelings with them, you know what I'm saying, regardless of who was right or wrong, man, go fix that. Stop worrying about if you was done wrong. And I got people that done did me wrong, that's family and friends, but man, you gonna need them people. Don't burn that bridge, because if they salty, that's how people start turning on you, man. Because they salty, regardless if they salty for the right or wrong reason. So go amend that situation. And if they stay salty, that's them. But you need to let them know, bro, I have no issue with you. Sweetheart, I love you, man. And if you need something, hit me up. If I can help, I can. If I can't, I'ma pray. If I can't, I'll at least talk to you. I'll be there. But go amend your situation with your family. Start repairing your families. So that way, you know, life will be easier. You can see people and not have to... sometimes people avoid their family, and if your family is big or significant, that means you don't even fool with the world, because your family everywhere, so you at the crib.
Dang, that would be such a good feeling, to only have to deal with family.
Yeah, but we can't get to that until you start loving your family. And the last part of that I want to say is it's an issue that we have, that where people feel like family and friends are two different things.
Right.
But what we gonna understand is the things that we want in life are all the same. Somebody wants somebody to be loyal. Loyalty does not come in a relationship structure that you are delivering it from. So they say blood is thicker than water. That's true. But sometimes water will give you more healing than blood will. It just matters your perspective. So sometimes your friend that you met yesterday will be quote unquote realer than the family or your mama that's the one that brought you in here. It just depends on the loyalty status and the circumstances. So if you got friends, I'm not telling you because we're going to have a discussion on being friendly. But if you have a true friend and it is not complicated in any relationship, you need to make sure you appreciate them.
Right.
And if you have fell out with them, it ain't your job to get back cool with them, but you got to let them know, like, yo, we not having that issue no more.
Right. But also understand too, though, like, some people be looking at it like, oh, that's not really my friend, or that used to be my friend. We was best friends back in these days or whatever. I'm like, at the end of the day, if you had a true friendship, because I can guarantee you, anybody that watched this video and y'all friends with me, whatever, like, you know, you not my friend, you know, you my sister, to be honest with you.
Exactly.
But it's like, you know, we ain't even gotta talk, because y'all know Kiki will go MIA for real. But that's just because we be busy.
Hustling.
Like, we be gone.
Hustling.
So it's like, y'all know you can go like several weeks, several months without even
Years.
talking to me. As years, as soon as we start talking, it's like, dang, Key, I've been missing you, or dang, girl, like, you know, I've been needing, you know,
You
this,
ain't
this,
never
or
stop.
that.
Like, you ain't
And
never
that's
stop
because
talking.
it's like,
It's real.
we have that true bond. It's not like I need to be besties.
Right.
Like, this is my best friend, y'all. But it's like, I don't, like, so we do talk every day. But we do talk every
She
day.
get tired
But
of me.
it's like, you know, understand that that's not what a real friendship or whatever is based on. Also understand, like he said, like, a lot of times you look at some people or you label them as friend, and that's your family.
Man.
Like, I got friends or sisters that are way more closer to me than my own blood has been. So it's like, granted, growing up in different areas, that does make a difference. But I'm talking about relationship and bond wise, because I have cousins that every time I see them, he had to call it out, because at first he was like, why do you do that? And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, every time you see somebody, you be like, hey, cousin. And I'm like, that's my cousin. Like, I'd be excited to see them. But I'm like, that's the bond. That's the relationship that we have.
Yep.
So I'm like, just because y'all don't have necessarily blood ties doesn't make y'all any less a family.
Bet. So when we drop this, I guess we can do, let's see, I don't want to do Family Matters because that's already a TV show, so let's just do, we'll do Black Family, Black Empire.
Okay.
We're going to hashtag that, and hopefully at some point we can get that going. But just think about that. Anytime you think about your family, think of an empire. And I know y'all know the show. I don't really fool
I
with
think
the
of
show.
a team.
And we talked about the same team. So
Yeah.
we'll have Black Family, Black team, or Black whatever. But they mean the same thing. Which is the whole point. When you start seeing as this things go on, we're gonna talk on different subjects, but we're gonna talk about the same thing. And that's the whole point of this, is to get a bigger message across. That, you know what I'm saying? So Black Family, Black Empire. Go start forgiving, start healing relationships, and stop being so selfish and saying that. And that's something that I preach all the time to myself and to my queen, is that, and she don't like it, but it's cool. I make sure I don't ever teach nothing that I don't preach. I mean, teach something that I don't live. Even if I started living it just 2 days ago, I'm living it. But stop. We have to stop, and that's what Black people, we love a vendetta. We so defensive. We are defensive people. That's why, you know, I'm gonna have a show on the Black Panthers, but it's a reason why they refer to you as a Black Panther. And I'm not gonna get on that right now. Stay tuned for the show. But we feel like if we got a right to be mad, we will hold that grudge longer than we will to get over the grudge. And it takes so much time, but man, just lay that shit down. If you got a right to be mad, if somebody cheated you out of 15 stacks, they not gonna give it back. You know they sorry as fuck. They gonna give it you back. Trust me, they not gonna give it back. If they was gonna give it back, they would have been tried to. They out here, they stole your money because they was trying to hustle for their house. Whatever
I say
they
you throw
thought.
them hands. But.
So yeah, you squash it with, you don't. But that's the thing. You don't not whoop their ass on the point and then hold a grudge for 10 years. No, you whoop that ass and move past it. Don't be looking for that money back, because that's the problem. Now they are a price. They are not your family. Get over that shit. You got to look at yourself and be like, you know what? That was the wrong decision, and I had the control to stop that. So I'm gonna take some ownership in this too, even though they hustle my ass. You can't hustle a hustler. So I got. Move past that. Start learning how to forgive people, man, so you can start amending your relationships and start building that strong family. So again, you can catch us on all the socials. We'll have it in the joint, but we are blackandunited.com. That's what we're gonna always promote.
The main thing, y'all check it out. We have a black
Website.
directory. Are you shopping black? Are you supporting black businesses?
Just make sure that you just go on there. And don't just go to the homepage. Like, search everything and check it
Everything.
out. Because we trying to do a lot. We trying to put some information out there. But we need to make sure that, you know,
Right.
some from the supporters there.
Really dope
Finish this
section
out.
for the readers though too. So I think they should definitely check out your selection of books on there as far as the culturistic reading.
Like I said, and, you know, we have to look at every page.
Check
So,
it out. We
every-
are
we got-
blackandunited.com.
We got a lot. So we out this thing. 1, 2. Back to the hustle.